Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday, July 25th, 2023 meeting of the Ashland Zoning Board of Appeals. In accordance with the governor's order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Laws, Chapter 30A, Section 20, this public meeting is available in remote form. Please be advised that this meeting is being recorded and broadcast by our cable network, WACA. As noted on the agenda for tonight's meeting, you can log on to the Zoom website, or you may call in by telephone, and the numbers are also listed on the town agenda. First order of business, call the meeting to order. I, John Trefethen, am present.
Hi, Brian Forrestall, am present.
Hi, Nathan Band, am present.
Hi, Stuart Siegel, I'm present.
Hi, Anton Komarov, I'm present.
Hi, Ryan Sullivan, I'm present.
Excellent. And we have one item on the agenda this evening, one public hearing. It's a continued public hearing from our meeting earlier this month on July 11th. I will read the public hearing notice that was published. The Ashland Zoning Board of Appeals will hold a public hearing to hear the petition from Patrick and Jim McKelvey requesting a variance for Chapter 40A, Section 9 of the Massachusetts Zoning Act and Chapter 282, Section 4, parenthesis, dimensional requirements, close parenthesis, and 9.2, parenthesis, Board of Appeals, close parenthesis, of the Ashland Bylaws to allow for the installation of an in-ground pool not meeting the setback requirements of the residential A zoning district. The property in question is located at 17 Loring Drive, Assessors Map 15, Block A, Lot 130-H. As indicated, the hearing was opened at our meeting on July 11th. The board took testimony and evidence that evening. We received public comment. We closed public comment and opened the hearing for discussion amongst the board members. As a result of that discussion, we asked our assistant town planner, Alvaro Esparza, who was with us here tonight. My apologies for not mentioning that initially. And we asked him to draft a decision in accordance with the discussion that the board had. And that draft decision was forwarded to us earlier this week. I think at the moment, unless there is any reason to continue to keep the discussion period open, if not, I would ask someone to make a motion to close the discussion and to enter into deliberations.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
I, John Trefethen, vote in favor.
Hi, Brian Forrestall, vote in favor.
Hi, Nathan Band, vote in favor.
Hi, Stuart Siegel, vote in favor.
Hi, Anton Komarov, vote in favor.
Hi, Ryan Sullivan, vote in favor.
Okay, we are now into deliberations, and the three members that will be deliberating will be our board members, Brian Forrestall, Nathan Band, and myself, John Trefethen. Alvaro, the first decision that you sent out on July 20th, did you receive any comments from any board members on that draft decision with any potential changes?
Yes.
Okay, and who made it? Who commented, if I may ask?
It's two. Mr. Siegel.
Stu?
Yep.
Okay, and then subsequently, we received a draft decision on what was it, July 21st, I guess, with the with changes that Stu had suggested. I can't hear you. You have to say yes or no. Nodding isn't going to work for us.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Alvaro. Stu, having looked at the revised decision that Alvaro sent out, does that adequately set forth the changes you had suggested?
Yes, it did, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. That being said, Brian and Nathan, discussion on the decision that included Stu's suggested changes.
So I'm not sure that I received the revised decision. I only see the one that was sent out on the 20th in my inbox.
Okay, there was a subsequent decision sent out on July 21st, together with some revised minutes on July 21st. Brian, did you receive a second decision?
I'm just looking right now because I'm not sure.
Okay,
So
So-
the email should have been sent or received on July 20th. I sent it at 11:57 a.m.
The revised one was on the 20th?
It's on the 20th, yeah. And the subject was updated minutes and decision.
All right, I did receive one on the 20th.
okay. The one that's being referred to as the revised decision had the proposed changes by Stu highlighted in yellow.
Correct.
So does that help identify which decision you got?
Let me pull it up here.
Sorry about that, because there are some substantial changes. I just want to make sure we're all reviewing the same decision before we vote on it.
I don't see any yellow changes on mine.
Yeah, I think I have it, but I don't see yellow changes.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just double check and make sure that we're talking about the same one. Where am I going?
The yellow is there when you do a preview, but it's not there when you actually open.
Oh,
the
okay.
physical
Oh,
document.
All right. So yes, I do have that then.
Okay, so that's the one we're dealing with. The decision has the change in the decision is in under findings by the board, section D. I believe that's the only change that you suggested, isn't it, Stu?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's the one we're dealing with. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so we're all on the same board. Any discussion about the decision? Any questions, proposed changes?
No, I was going to come to the meeting with a similar suggested change, so I'm glad Stu got to that before I did.
Okay, and Brian, how about you?
I'm good with it. I'm
Okay.
good with it.
I would just point out that with respect to my vote that is listed here, you'll recall that at the last meeting when we were in discussion stage, I had suggested that I thought the evidence was sufficient to warrant the granting of a variance. Subsequent to that meeting, I have further reflected, and I think the opinion of all of the other members and associate members that this didn't raise to the level of granting a variance was correct. So when we do take a formal vote, I will be voting to deny the variance, but I wanted to just clarify that for purposes of everyone who might question why that vote seemed to be different than what I was advocating at the last meeting. Brian, any questions or changes on the draft decision as amended that we've been talking about?
No, I'm good with it.
Okay, well, I think then we're ready for a vote. And as I recall, I'm pretty sure I'm correct, our vote that's put up to all of us has to be in the affirmative. So somebody has to make a vote to approve the granting of the variance. That has to be seconded, and then we all vote yay or nay as to granting the variance. So does someone wish to make a motion to grant the variance as requested?
I move we deny the building
No, the
inspectors?
motion
No.
has to be in
The
the
other way?
affirmative. So the motion has to be to approve the variance. It doesn't make a lot of
Oh.
sense to me, but that's what we've consistently been
Gotcha.
told, the way we
I
have to do
move
it.
we accept the variance, the request for a
Okay.
variance.
And Nathan, second?
Second.
Okay. I, John Trefethan, vote to deny the variance.
I, Brian Forrestall, vote to deny the variance.
I, Nathan Band, vote to deny the variance.
Okay, that concludes that. Alvaro, when would the decision be ready for Nathan, Brian, and myself to sign?
It will be ready tomorrow.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Can I just note one minor spelling typo in paragraph D that I just noticed?
Oh, yes,
It says complaint instead of compliant.
you're absolutely correct. I highlighted that and then totally forgot to state it.
That's
It's
all I
in
can find.
findings by the board, paragraph D, last line. As typed, it says complaint, and as Ryan pointed out, it should be compliant.
Okay, I'll make that change and I'll have it printed for
Okay.
you to sign tomorrow.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Alvaro. Okay, next item on the agenda are meeting minutes of July 11th, 2023. Alvaro sent those out to us as well. And Alvaro, did you receive any proposed changes or corrections from any members of the board on that?
I did,
And-
from Mr.
and-
Siegel as well.
Okay, and the subsequent draft minutes that we received reflected a number of initially highlighted changes. Stu, did the second set of the revised minutes, did that accurately reflect the changes you were proposing?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, it did.
Okay. Anybody else have any proposed changes on the minutes? And again, Ryan and Anton, you're welcome to join in on this, obviously, and as well as Nathan and Brian. All right.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nothing else? Does somebody wish to make a motion to approve the minutes, which include the changes proposed by Stu?
I
So
move
moved.
we. Oh, all right. That's fine.
I would just call it revised minutes.
I move we accept the revised minutes.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, I, John Trefethan, vote in favor.
I, Brian Forrestall, vote in favor.
I, Nathan Band, vote in favor.
I, Stuart Siegel, vote in favor.
I, Anton Komarov, vote in favor.
I, Ryan Sullivan, vote in favor.
Okay, thank you very much. Last item on the agenda is staff updates and administrative matters. Alvaro, anything to report on that?
At this moment, we don't have any updates.
Okay. Well, I think that at the last meeting, I prematurely said I would see everybody either later in August or after Labor Day. And I think when I was properly corrected on that, I can perhaps say that again tonight and maybe this time actually be accurate. So enjoy the rest of the summer until we meet again. And does someone wish to make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
I, John Trefethan, vote in favor.
I, Brian Forrestall, vote in favor.
I, Nathan Band, vote in favor.
I,
I s-
Anton. Oh, sorry. Out of
Go
order.
ahead, Anton.
I, Anton Komarov, vote in favor.
I, Stuart Siegel, vote in favor.
I, Ryan Sullivan, vote in favor.
Now, that's totally messed up our perfect lineup there, so I don't know. We may have to start practicing again until our next meeting. Okay, thank you very much. Mr. DeSoni, thank you for joining us this evening. And WACA, thank you very much, Paul. We appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
Thanks,
See you,
guys.
everybody.
night.
Bye-bye.